Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We are going to start with this report claiming that Barca appreciate this Manchester City right back Joao Cancelo, but financial fair play issues could hinder transfer. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about former Barca midfielder Emmanuel Petit, who have recently urged Messi to get out of PSG, claiming that that is not a football club. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So, guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Fabrizio Romano has offered a series of transfer updates for Football Club Barcelona for the coming summer, including the club's pursuit of Lionel Messi. Speaking on his Here We Go podcast, the Italian journalist has also claimed that Barcelona are actively monitoring Joao Cancelo. The club appreciates the player, who is currently facing a precarious situation at Bayern Munich. Cancelo had joined the Bavarians outfit on loan in January after having a falling out at Manchester City. But after a promising start, he lost prominence under Julian Nagelsmann, which led to links to Barcelona once again. The Catalans notably had the chance to sign Cancelo in January, but the move did not materialize due to the club's economic situation. He ended up joining Bayern Munich, but it appears the Portuguese international has fallen out of favor in the Bundesliga as well. Bayern's new manager, Thomas Tuchel, will have a definitive decision on Cancelo's future at the end of the season, but it appears the club are not interested in paying nowhere close to the defender's 70 million euro valuation, meaning a return to the Etihad is the likely scenario. That is where Barcelona come into the equation, with the club desperately looking for a new right back in the summer. Romano, though, has admitted that the club could face difficulties going after Joao Cancelo due to the same economic restrictions. So it is too early to predict anything, but with Barcelona already making provisions to resign Lionel Messi, funding a move for Cancelo could prove to be extremely difficult. Fortunately, the club have no shortage of alternatives, with the likes of Thomas Meunier, Benjamin Pavard, and Joan Foyt emerging as potential candidates to become Barca's first choice right back next season. Of course, Barca have been showing interest lately to Joao Cancelo, whose season has not been good, especially second half of the season, after surprisingly falling out of favor under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. And it came as a shock to the world when Joao Cancelo left on loan to Bayern Munich. And worst of it all, he was not even a starter as time went on under Julian Nagelsmann. And of course, it remains to be seen if things will change. I still believe that things might change with this new coach, Thomas Tuchel, there. But let's see how it goes. Barcelona continue to show interest, as Fabrizio Romano have just confirmed. But it's going to be very tricky. There's no doubt about that. And I think Barca should not bear risks. You know, let's just work with what we have. If we know that certain things can harm us in the future, like maybe we have gone against financial fair play, it is in our own risk. So I better think we should work with what we have currently than to bear the risk to sign expensive players when we don't have that finance, we don't have that leeway in our wage structure to do so. So Barcelona also have interest when it comes to players like Benjamin Pavard, players like Joan Foyt, the top priorities at right back. And of course, alongside Joao Cancelo at right back, which was a top priority. But the way things are showing, the valuation, which is 70 million, is quite high, and you can't expect Barca to pay such an amount Of course, where is the money coming from? Right now, Barca have not have can't even lay their hands on such an amount for a player, So let's see how it goes. The transfer window is gonna bring a lot of controversies. To be honest, Barca just have to do things right, strengthen their positions. We know that the right back is one of those positions that Barca have been prioritizing for a long time, and Laporta have also been saying it openly that a right back must be signed. Messi have also been strongly linked, and it remains to be seen how things go in that direction. Then on to the final story of discussion. The footballing world witnessed a bizarre moment this past weekend when Lionel Messi was booed ahead of Paris Saint-Germain's game against Olympique Lyon. Many home fans booed the name of the Argentine striker, who is reportedly not very content at the club, especially following their elimination from the UEFA Champions League. Many are suggesting that the forward may return to Barcelona at the end of the season. In light of this incident, former Chelsea and Barca midfielder Emmanuel Petit has called out PSG and their fans for their ill treatment of Messi. He even urged the player to leave PSG immediately. He said, "When I see the whistles, it's an insult to football. I know that today there is only a pack of dogs that only think of slobbering Neymar and Messi. If I have one piece of advice to give to Messi, get out of this club," he said. Petit went on to praise Messi while calling out for PSG for their mismanagement over the years, even branding it as a pre-retirement club. He said, "This club is not a football club. It's a pre-retirement club, even for 20-year-old players. No player has progressed since he has been at PSG. Is that Messi's fault? He's a maestro with a one. He needs to have players around him who make the effort," Petit said. Only Parisian fans don't realize that you need to have a squad around Messi, something they don't have and won't have because they are bogus in their recruitment, he said. Emmanuel Petit's scathing attack on PSG and their fans should only fuel the speculations over Messi's potential return to Barcelona at the end of the season. The Catalan club have already started making the necessary adjustments and provisions for the return of their prodigal son, and it will be interesting to see how things transpire over the coming months. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye for now.